Hey everyone, GReimer here, coming at you once again from Cerro Gordo Zoo. I'm hoping you guys are having a wonderful Friday. My Friday's busy as usual. Lately it's been very busy with the new kid, but you know, that's life. That's the life that I got. So I'm gonna press on. And for right now, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of building here on the zoo because there's more to be done. A lot more to be done. However, if you did not see, last weekend we had a live stream, and it was a doozy of one actually. We had a lot of fun. We did a lot of building. And we had a lot of fun with the whole super chat thing, the top super chat thing going back and forth a couple times. We even got rated. So if you haven't seen that live stream, please go check that out. The link will be kind of like somewhere up in that top right area right there if you want to go check that out. Really good to just kind of throw on in the background and just leisurely watch as you go throughout your day. But today, what we're going to do is we're going to be doing a little bit of work in the aviary. We kind of neglected that during the live stream because I wanted to change it up a little bit. But what did we actually build on that live stream? Well, let me show you. We built that. Okay, we built all of that in the live stream. So this is the entrance to the big cats exhibit, and it is supposed to be a giant panther head. So if we get down here, this is how you enter the big cats area. So it actually says big cats right there. Now we didn't quite finish exactly everything that I wanted to build, but we got a lot of it done. Like this right here is a nice little decorative piece. This is where the roller coaster is going to come through eventually when we get around to building that. So I left the track in there just kind of to showcase that right there. And it's going to come out of that mine shaft there. That's not finished by any means, but this decorative area in the front kind of is. And I need to do something on this side too, but the stream was going on for a very long time and I had to wrap it up because we got all of this built in one live stream. It was kind of nuts. That panther head was very difficult. Very difficult to build. In fact, during that live stream, I believe we did catch a black panther also, so that kind of is awesome. I'm probably going to name that T'Challa. I mean, because it makes sense, you know? But there's a whole lot of stuff we have to do around the back side of this, which I'll do in either a later episode or a later stream, because the back side of this, does not look that good. Like, the front looks great, but the back side, I mean, that does not look good. And now you might be wondering, like, what are my plans to actually make this look halfway decent?
I have no idea!
But I will figure that out when the time comes, though. So I'm not going to worry about it. So today, though, what we're going to do is we're going to hop back into the aviary here. I'm going to get around to building that tower. One of these days, it's happening. But for right now, I want to head back in here because there's a lot of space in here to actually build onto. And we have a couple of waterfowl birds that we can actually probably put in their own exhibit in here. I'm thinking maybe back here. Maybe like, well, I don't know if we have a lot of room actually on this wall. Hold on, let me look out here. Where are we gonna put this thing? Yeah, I mean, we do have some room. Not much though. I wouldn't mind putting something, maybe I'll say that for a later exhibit. Maybe we'll throw it in like right here. This will probably be a good spot for it. But before we get to doing that, we have a couple of macaws to name because you guys once again killed it in the comments section. So thank you for everyone who submitted names for macaws. Let's get into our hidey hole, which is now a little bit more difficult to get into and get to naming these things. Oh yeah, we are also going to try to name a tree frog too. And I just looked back at the comments section. You guys actually added quite a few names for the tree frog too, so thank you for that. We are going to absolutely be naming that too. So let's grab a few name tags and get to doing some naming. Okay, so the frog first. We're going to give a big shout out to Star Nanny. We are going to name this one Herman. Didn't give a good explanation or any explanation really for that. It was just Herman. And I kind of like the name, so we're going to name that frog Herman. And then on to the macaws. Alright, so this one's going to be named Izzy, and that was submitted by Jeff Armstrong. So thank you for that. No explanation on that either, but I do think that would be a great name for a macaw. And then for the final one, a big shout out to Rachel Webb, who suggested that I actually name the macaw after my newborn son, Lucas. So we're going to do that. Sure, why not? We'll name a bird after we'll name a bird Lucas after, well, the human Lucas. Alright, first things first, let's get airborne here and go drop this frog off in the tree frog exhibit here. We're going to be adding Herman to the mix. And landed it. Let's bust our way in here real fast. Now, the frogs don't move too fast, so I don't think I have to worry about them escaping. But let's get Herman down here on the hotbar, and that will add him right there. Oh, did he just like... Oh, he's right there. Herman, there you go. I thought he booked other. He is a male. Okay, sweet. Well, enjoy your stay at Cerro Gordo, Herman. Enjoy your brand new friends that you got here, too. I think Herman has like a different cricket or croak. Yeah, he sounds a little higher pitched. That's crazy. Interesting. Okay. All right, well, on to the macaws. Okay, so let's get Izzy put in place here. Slap that right down here next to the cockatoo, Nigel. Bam, just like that. There you go. Izzy, welcome. And Izzy is a male. And then we'll put the other one up here. Oh, Nigel moved. Nigel flew up here. We'll put this one up here next to the toucan who's hiding here. Toucanon hiding up there. Lucas, this is going to be you, buddy. And Lucas is a male. That's actually true in real life, too. Thank you to everyone who submitted names. And as per usual, if I didn't select your name, keep on trying. I got a lot of animals to name. Actually, one thing that I did learn in the live stream is we went animal hunting, and we were trying to find some of the few animals that are missing, because it turns out I don't actually have a lot of animals that are missing. We looked through this whole list here, and there's really not that many. I can't even remember off the top of my head which ones I'm actually missing. I think there's a polar bear I'm missing, and then there's a tamarin that I'm missing. And the Japanese giant salamander. That's it. That's the only things I'm missing out of all the animals in the pack right now. So I've actually got everything else caught. Like right there, a lion tamarin. That's another thing that I don't have. But we've actually captured everything else. We even caught ourselves a new marine iguana in the last one too. So we added that to the exhibit as well. But so there's not much left to go. So as far as waterfowl, I think the only birds that I have are the albatross and the frigate, if I'm not mistaken. I think are the two that we're going to go in there. Now, albatrosses are pretty big. So I want to make sure that I have plenty of room for them to move around in here. But for me to do that, I'm going to have to dig out a little bit of a section. Now, I am a little worried because if you look out this window up here, that's the mountainside right there. Like this is the mountain right here. There's this little divot kind of that I sort of carved in myself right here that might be a problem. So there's a way around that. I could always dig it down lower too, which would be a little bit different than this exhibit here. I mean, this one's dug down one too, so I don't know. I'll give them plenty of space. I'll reform the top of the mountain or the top part of the land if I need to. But for right here, I have to dig this out real quick. And unfortunately, I am a little pressed for time for this recording, so I'm just going to quickly take care of this real fast. Check this out. Ta-da! All right, there we go. Got the whole thing dug out. Now, I made this little trench kind of cut in right here because I want to put a river in here. Now, this is waterfowl, right? Like, so I'm guessing water is probably going to be okay for them. I hope no birds drown in the water. That would be terrible. I don't want to add anyone to the graveyard. Okay, so first things first, we got to get some of this terrain kind of fixed up. Now, if this is along the shoreline, I'm thinking sand is probably going to be kind of important, as well as, I mean, I could make it like a rocky shore. And I think that would look kind of cool because, I mean, yeah, they belong there. Maybe limit the amount of grass here. I can probably keep a lot of the stone here and just add in some grass along the way and some dirt to kind of make it look more like a rocky shore. And I think we're going to do that by starting off by getting rid of these limestone blocks because I don't need those at all. Maybe getting rid of a lot of stuff in my inventory. I also outlined where I'm going to put the glass. So this is where the glass is actually going to be so people can see in here. But we're going to need to grab some blocks. Mainly coarse dirt, I think, is going to be kind of a must. I can probably sprinkle in a piece of podzol or two there, here or there, not that much. Some gravel is going to be huge, too. And then, of course, I want to get these cobble slabs. Maybe I'll save the cobble slabs for later for when I do a little bit more of the finer detailing. We don't have any sand in here. Do we have any sand in the bat backpack? Please tell me. I need you desperately. No, I don't. Okay, well, I have to run back to my little hidey hole then and get some sand. Creepers be creeping. I saw you on the radar, buddy. Gonna go ahead and just turn you right into rockets because I need them. All right, got some sand. I also grabbed some sandy dirt as well as a couple of river stones because what we can do here, now this bottom part right here, this part, so one block down from where level ground is going to be underwater. I'm gonna actually put water right in here and hopefully, it's kind of like what we did with the marine iguana exhibit where we added water in that area. And hopefully these birds don't drown in it. I don't think they're going to. Oh my God, those guys are gonna get super annoying while I'm building here. I don't think they're going to drown in it, so I think we should be all right. Let's put down, let's start with actually the river stone and the mixed stone, just so I can free up a little space in my inventory. Actually, you know what, we're going to probably just remove this entire layer, and we're going to redo the floor here entirely. There we go, something like that. I tried to keep the sand a little closer to where the actual shore is, because that's where it would have fallen off of anyway, so the farther out you get, less sand there would be. So, now that we've done that, though, let's go ahead and... Actually, let's put these mixed stones here into. Oh, I already had some into the bat backpack. Look at that. Look at. I was kind of organized and I didn't even realize it. So this part right here can actually be completely submerged underwater. That means because I think we're good there. And let's grab ourselves some more water out of our backpack. Oh, actually, the backpack I'm wearing actually has hot spring water. In the live stream or in the last episode or a couple episodes ago, I went ahead and collected some hot spring water, not realizing that I already had it. Go me. There we go. Water is filled in. Now, I kind of want to make it so that the water is like, there's like a little waterfall kind of going down and flowing into this lower area. But I'll do that a little bit later once I actually get kind of like the terrain done. So first off, the sand and all the sandy dirt and whatnot, I kind of want to sprinkle this in places. And then I'll go ahead and add the podzol later. But so sandy kind of stony outcrop is kind of what I'm going for here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some sand down on kind of maybe the edges, and we'll do a little something like, I don't want to put grass here because that will spread to here unless I actually make sandy coarse dirt. But what I can do is I can put this down and then do something like that. And I think little patches of that periodically spread throughout this will actually end up looking really, really good. So let me just dot these guys in here periodically and see what we get. Okay, something kind of like that. I don't actually really like it. I don't actually really like it yet, but there's still more to come on this, so I guess I'm not going to judge it too quickly yet. Let's go ahead and just squirt all of this stuff in here just to get it out of my inventory for right now. I didn't actually add any of the podzol, which I kind of need to do, especially like around where the water is. That would make more sense if it was kind of near the water. Maybe even just a piece or two, really nothing too over the top. I don't think podzol can grow on this. I guess we'll find out. Alright, so now let's go ahead and grab those cobble slabs I was looking at before, because we're going to kind of be sprinkling them in here, as well as kind of trying to doodad up the top of the cave too. But we're going to drop one like right in there, because that's where that's going to block off the water as it comes down here. In fact, we might be even ready to add the water if we just drop it in there. Okay, good. It's flowing the correct way. There we go. So the water has been added. And then what we can do is we can sprinkle in these slabs kind of in the area to give it more of a rocky terrain, as well as, which one am I looking for? I'm looking for regular cobble blocks, maybe a little bit of andesite, get the gravel back out here because we're going to probably want that. Yeah, all right, that should work good. Now let's try to make this place look a little bit rougher than just these nice flat level platforms here. So like here's level 1, level 2, and then kind of level 3-ish up here. We're going to want to make this kind of blend together a little bit better so that it looks kind of more like a slope. There we go. Definitely looks a little bit more rocky than what it was before. And add a little rock outcrop right here. Just kind of plug up a little bit of this area right here. I don't really know how much vegetation I'm going to be putting in here because ultimately, if this is like a stony beach kind of area, there's not going to be a whole lot of vegetation. There's going to be some. I'll get to that when I get to the plants backpack. But for right now, I also have to jazz up the top of this cave. I have an idea. One thing is I want to add some stone outcroppings in here actually. So I don't want to just keep this the way it is. You know, I want to kind of jazz this up just a wee bit so it looks like some stone is poking out of the water here too. In fact, that might be it actually. I might not need to do much more than what I just did right there. But I also have an idea, and I don't know if I have enough room because I'm looking on the mini map here, and it's gonna be getting close. I'm gonna be getting close, but I want to actually kind of carve out a little bit right here. And oh, the water's pushing me. It's pushing me, sir. It's pushing me. All right, I want to carve out a little bit right here, and I want to create like an area where you can see water flowing down behind this this wall. I don't know if that makes any sense. Here, let me see if I can't carve this out and add this, and then maybe just showing you guys will be easier. Something like that. So it looks like there's actually like water flowing behind the wall. I don't know. I think that looks pretty good. I might even try to squeak that in one or two other places, although I don't really want to overdo it. In fact, you know what else would look really cool is if I had water dripping from the ceiling, because I can do that by hiding a source block in the ceiling. Yeah, I might actually do that. It might look like it's raining in here, but I think that would look really good. But if we are going to be working on the ceiling, that means it's time for me to actually start prettying up the ceiling so that it looks a little bit better. Instead of adding source blocks of water into the ceiling right now, I'm going to doodad up like the stalactites and or at least make the top of the cave look a little bit more custom. You're not going to be able to see right here, so I don't think I'm going to have to worry too much about making this look pretty, but everything else around here I definitely have to. So we're going to do our tried and true traditional, adding some slabs to kind of blend this in a little bit to make this look a little bit better than what it is, and make this look way more custom than what you normally see in a vanilla Minecraft cave. Something kind of like that. Okay, so I added a little bit of cobble here into the ceiling to make it look a little bit more custom. I also went ahead and added a couple of source water blocks here there so that you can see it dripping down from the ceiling. There's a couple of them here there. There's also one back there. So when you're looking at it, like if you're just looking through here, you'd see that. Now, one thing that I want to do to fix this up before I get too crazy with like the any little bit of foliage that we might have in here, because there's not going to be a lot. Is I need to fix the lighting. Okay, so now I always hit the water and I get this night vision thing, so that kind of throws me off because I don't realize just how dark it actually is in here. But I need to kill the torches and actually look at this thing, because I got to hide some lighting in here to make this look good. Yeah, because that's super dark, okay, once you remove all the torches. I did hide a piece of glowstone actually in that wall where the water is, so that's why it's a little bit illuminated there. But I need to fix this. This is terrible. Okay, that is lit up way better. Way better. All right, so I hit a few bits of glowstone. This one here is actually completely exposed, but as I was walking the cobble line here, I realized that there's absolutely no way you can see it from the viewing area, so I'm not too worried about that one. The rest of them are all hidden with leaf blocks, including this one right here in the front, which has a dead leaf block on it, and a couple here in the water as well, just to make them make the water illuminate just a little bit more. So there it is. No torches in there. I don't think. Did I leave them back here? No. No torches in there, and that's well lit now, so hopefully we don't have, like, you know, an albatross slash frigate slash creeper exhibit here. But now it's time to discuss plants. Okay, let's fire up the plant backpack here and see what we got in here that we can use. Now, this, I'm thinking sea oats is going to be kind of an important one here, because it is next to the water, you know, and that would make sense. I could try to sprinkle things in the water, but I usually don't have very good luck with actually putting like coral and stuff in the water, so I might just skip that. Because, yeah, the only thing I have luck with putting in the water is these reeds. So I'll go ahead and add them. Let's start with that and see where we get. Let's see, these sea oats definitely going to need to be near the water itself. I don't want it to block that like crack in the wall though, so having it off to the right just a little bit I think works pretty good. And then maybe another one up here. I don't want to overdo it on these, otherwise you're just not going to be able to see anything in here. So maybe just 2 of them will be fine for right now. And then these reeds we can actually maybe tuck back. Well, that's not exactly where I want it. Can I get it where? Nope, that wasn't it either. Hold on, let me get this. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Get that kind of back in there, and maybe we'll put a knot in the front here. Yeah, that's not that bad right there. Maybe back that way too. Give them a little bit of open water to swim around in. I don't think I want to do any more than that. Now, as far as other plants in here, actually, you know what else I can add? Hold on, I didn't even think about this, because I have that vine farm that I've been doing, and I actually have some mossy stone, so I can absolutely put this in here. I usually don't add this anywhere because I kind of run out, you know, of vines, but since I added that moss, that vine farm, I actually have this now, so I can put a couple bits of this here, like maybe along the back wall where the water is stored. Oh yeah, the haste just punched right through that real good. Yeah, there we go. Little added detail along the back wall there. That was kind of a flat, bland wall, and I think just adding a little bit of texture to it really makes it work. Okay, plants. That's what we're talking about, right? I got a little distracted there. I mean, river cane will work if I can find a place to actually put it. There's not much real estate left except for right here in the front, but that's going to grow and get in the way. And if I put a piece of string in it, that's going to be very visible this close to the glass. So, all right, river cane, never mind. I changed my mind. You are not going in here. Let's see. What else can we put in here, though? I mean, some toadstools and stuff kind of being in an area, especially on the sides of the cave, might actually make a little bit of sense, given how well, I can't put it here. Got it. Given how damp it would be in here with all the water, it makes sense for there to be the occasional mushroom growing in places, especially inside of a cave like this. I don't really know of any place I can squeeze this anywhere else, so maybe I'll just leave it to just one. Small little details like that, I think, go a long way, though. Now, I wouldn't mind actually adding just a little bit of lily pad action in this area. I don't want to make it look like it's a swamp or bog, so just like something simple like that. That should work. Okay, I'm second guessing myself on that one, but I think that should work out just fine. All right, next we have this desert grass and dune grass. I think you can actually, plant this right on. Now this dune grass comes out of oases, actually. Oases? What's the plural of oasis? Someone in the comment section, let me know. So I'm thinking if I drop this in here occasionally, that will make it look more like a beach area, and then some of this other sand, since I can't plant grass or anything on it, just doing the regular desert grass on it will work out pretty good. Yes. Okay, something along the lines of that. All right, so let's, not that backpack, let's go ahead and throw that back in there. I think we're pretty good now on some of the foliage here, because that already looks much more overgrown than just regular stone and sand. So I think we're good on that. Now, I do want to add as I usually do with all these stony areas, a couple of pebbles here or there. So let's go ahead and do that just so that we can add a little bit of extra texture to this place. And then after that, maybe bone meal up some of the taller grass, and then I guess that's it. And then that's it. Okay, I'm thinking that's it. I think that's all we really need to do. Now, this doesn't really tie in too well with like the mining theme, because, I mean, well, we're in a mine shaft, so I guess that kind of works out. But I think that's it. Now, I do need to seal this up though, so I need the glass backpack right here. And, ooh, we're going to need to chisel more of this for sure. So let's get the chisel out as well. And we're going to make a bunch of these stone, right here, stone framed glass shapes. Chisel. And let's fill this in. And I have to go check to see how many birds I'm actually going to be putting in here. I think that's at least one of each. So, like I said, albatross and a frigate. Those are the two bird types that we have for putting in here. So, if you guys could, down in the comment section, go and give me your best albatross and your best frigate name. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the glass has been put in. That's the final exhibit. What do you guys think? Let me know. I kind of want to know these things. I think it looks all right. I think it looks pretty good, actually. I think it's a really good kind of opposite biome compared to what we have here with the jungle. So you got the jungle, you look over here, and that's clearly like water and beach area. So I think that works out pretty good. And, ooh, it's nighttime. Creepers be creeping. I better be sleeping here. So, yeah, as I was saying, as you come through this area... Oh, there's terrible things. But as you walk in through this area, you come in down here and you can see the jungle birds and stuff. You're like, oh, that's really cool. And then you look over here like, wow. I think that's a really cool exhibit. Now, I do have room for probably one other exhibit right here, a smaller exhibit. So if I come across any kind of, like, maybe vanilla Minecraft parrots, I can throw them in there. Or... maybe we'll get creative with something else later. Maybe part of the roller coaster will come through there. I don't really know. We'll figure that out later. But I gotta kill these things that are making all this racket out here, because they are noisy. And creepers be creeping. Yes, albatross and frigate are the only things that I have. So let's start off with 2 frigates and an albatross we're gonna put in there. So if you guys could, down in the comment section, best names that you can come up with for those birds, let me know. But I think that's going to be it for today's episode. It might be a little bit of a shorter one. I'm not too sure. Like I said, I'm a little pressed for time, so I got to do what I can when I can. So thank you guys so much for donating your eyeballs and ear holes to this episode of ZAWA. I will be back next week with more for your eyeballs and ear holes to enjoy. Thank you all for watching. Remember the names for the birds down below, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.